What's up guys, John here, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play the classic rhythm part to Call It Stormy Monday as recorded by the Allman Brothers from their Live at Filmore East record. I recently did some Inside the Solo videos where I broke down the solos note for note. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check those out. I wanted to do a separate video that just talks about the rhythm and breaks down this 12-bar blues progression. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and any comment below really helps out for the YouTube algorithm. That's all I ask. You're getting this information for free. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna break it down in 3 4-bar tiers. So the first 4 bars sound like this. So we've got G7 for 1 bar, then C7 for 1 bar, then 2 beats of G7, 2 beats of G sharp 7, and then 1 measure 4 beats of G7 for the 4th bar. So the first bar goes, and let me show you this pattern that I'm playing here. I've got my thumb on the low E string, 3rd fret. I'm gonna play 8th notes there, 1 and. Then I'm going to put my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. This is actually like part of a G9 chord here. So I play the bass note, and then I'm going to strum these other strings and slide up a whole step, and then back down. 1 and 2 and 3, and then I play the bass note again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's going to be the first measure. And I'll do that for wherever there's a G7 chord, and then I'm going to go to a C9 kind of shape. So I put my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string and do the same approach. I'm going to play this twice, then take my 1st finger, slide up a whole step to the 5th fret, and then back down to the 3rd fret. Then we're going to go back to the G, and this time we're going to do a little variation. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, and on the 3rd beat we're going to kind of stop off halfway. So we slid up to the 5th fret, but now we're going to go chromatically down in half steps, and then back to the G. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And there's my G9 chord. So that's the first 3 bars, and in that 4th bar we're just going to let that G9 ring out. So here's all 4 bars together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C9. Back to G. Then this chromatic 3, 4, then G, 2, 3, 4. Then we get into the next 4 bars. Let me play those for you. So a sort of jazzy chord progression moving up. This is a little bit of a tweak compared to our typical just 1, 4, 5, 12-bar blues. So we're going to start out on the 4 chord, the C9, and we're going to play that for 2 bars. Just like we did in the 2nd measure. Then we're going to go to G7 for 2 beats, A minor 7 for 2 beats, B minor 7 for 2 beats, and B flat minor 7 for 2 beats. So it's all 1, 2, then move, 2, move, 2, move, 2. So I'm using my thumb. I do a lot of thumb chords. So let me explain this to you. I'm playing the 3rd fret on the low E, then 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and then 1st finger's doing a little bar there and getting the 3rd fret of the B string as well. So there's my G7 chord. Then I'm going to move up to A minor 7, which is 5 on the 5 on the E string, mute the A string, and then first finger covers the D, the G, and the B strings on the 5th fret. Then we're going to move up another whole step to B minor 7, same chord, and then drop it down 1 fret to the 6th fret, B flat minor 7. So all those chords together are G7 to A minor 7, B minor 7, B flat minor 7. If you don't want to use your thumb, you can play these chords like this: G7, then A minor 7, just this kind of typical, like a jazz voicing of it, which would be 2nd finger and 3rd finger instead of the A minor 7. This is kind of like a Hendrix way of doing it, just an old school, maybe a Tal Farlow kind of way of playing it. So okay, so we've got 2 bars of the C9, and then we move to that progression. Here it is all together. 3, 4. And then the walk here, G7, A minor 7, B minor 7, B flat minor 7. Okay, this brings us to the last 4 bars. Let me play those for you. So I'll explain the chords that I played there. Basically, I start off on a D11, which is 1 finger. You're just gonna bar from the A string to the high E, 5 strings there. And you just, 1 finger, D11. That's gonna last for 4 counts, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna go to E flat major 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. This chord is from the A string down. We're gonna play 6, 8, 7, 8. Muting the high E and the low E. E flat major 7. Then we're gonna go to G7 to C9, which is 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then 3rd finger laying flat covering the G, the B, and the E strings. C9, really cool chord. Very T-Bone Walker. Then back to G7, and our final chord, you can do this little walk up. That's 3, 4, 5 on the A string, just playing 1 note. And then you leave your 3rd finger there and add your 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the D string. 1st finger does a bar covering the G and the B strings. So you got 5, 4, 3, 3. That's D7 sharp 5. Classic blues sounding chord, right? So here's the last 4 bars all together. We've got D11, 1, 2, 3, 4 to E flat major 7, and then G7, C9, G7, D7 sharp 5. All right, let's put everything together. We're gonna play 1 time through this 12-bar blues progression. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G9 to C9 and G9. G sharp 9, G9. C9 and again. And then the walking progression, G7, A minor 7, B minor 7, B flat minor 7, D11, E flat major 7, then our little turnaround here, G7, C9, G7, back to the 5 chord, D7 sharp 5. At that point, you would just loop it around and play those 12 bars over and over and just jam on that. Try it out, play along with that original recording. I really hope this lesson helps your blues playing. If you want to see the solo breakdowns, I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, if you want to learn how to solo over these changes better, you can click the link and get a free PDF that's over 100 pages long. That's all about soloing over major, minor, and dominant chords. It's a book I wrote called Melodic Expressions. You can get it for free in the link below, or you can get it on the iTunes bookstore for $15. Thanks so much for your support. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We've got tons of guitar lesson videos and new ones being added all the time. Thanks for your support. We'll see you in the next one.